Well, there you see them. The bell is rung. They are the new National Tag Team Champions. I'm referring, of course, to Big John Studd and the Super Destroyer. Now, the Super Destroyer goes in at about 6'4", weighs about 260 pounds. Big John Studd, several inches taller and about 20 pounds heavier. And you talk about a big combination, they are it. There's no question about it. Super Destroyer moving out against Mike Miller, who is equally large. But Super Destroyer moving very effectively against him. And the Super Destroyer now driving the knee into the deltoids of Mike Miller. So the National Tag Team Champions making their first appearance here on Georgia Championship Wrestling since having won those tag team titles. And, of course, the regional tag team tournaments continue all over the country. And it is Big John Studd catching Miller once again. Regionals for the World Tag Team Tournament moving all around the nation, which was to be held in Florida. And Roddy Piper has joined me once again. And I must say that the new National Tag Team Champions are really an impressive combination.
Talk about humongous. You cannot believe the size of these men and the agility of them at the same time. Big John Studd, how tall would you say is 6? I can't even guess.
That's about 6'9", I would think.
6'9"?
Between 6'7" and 6'9", yeah.
I know he's 305 pounds, as skinny as he can get. Can you imagine what a massive man, not to mention his partner, 280 pounds, as skinny as he can get. An incredible tag team.
Caught him just under the heart of the lower portion of the rib cage that time. And he is taking Mike Miller, who's got to go about 240, and handling him like a sack of onions.
Yes, like exactly like a sack of onions. Yes, sirree. Look at John. He's beautiful. But you know, it's interesting. For instance, Buzz Sawyer is the opposite now, right? When you're talking about wrestlers, Buzz Sawyer is a little shorter than Studd, and he wrestles a little different, but with the same tenaciousness. And I was talking to Buzz, talk about getting confidence. I said, Buzz, why aren't you wrestling now? He said, I don't have to prove myself no more. I don't have to wrestle on TV no more. They don't deserve to see me wrestle. Confidence.
Well, he has confidence. Of course, it comes in his family, too. His brother, Hacksaw Sawyer, is the Pacific Coast champion out on the West Coast.
Absolutely. And see, so it shows you what a variety. And Buzz Sawyer, for instance, had to go up against some of these fellas. He would have to fight them different. And it's so much science now that we have in wrestling. Getting so difficult, you have to be so intelligent to be able to cover it all that not many can do it anymore, can they? Except for myself, of course.
Indeed. Medina driven into the turnbuckles by Big John Studd.
Ooh, what a man.
As I've mentioned about Medina before, of course, he is a former amateur champion in the 187-pound weight class. Has moved now into the unlimited class of the professional ranks. And Studd is just walking around looking for trouble now. He is a double dangerous individual.
Yeah, the old cliche, go bear hunting with a switch, right? Whoa, did you see that knee? I know Medina did.
He not only saw it, but I'm sure he saw stars with it. And I'm not talking about the stars running down the legs of the Super Destroyer either. And although he may have saw one of them rapidly approaching his head, it is the Super Destroyer again catching him in a massive bear hug this time. And a power slam to the canvas. Belly-to-belly suplex, technically. And wait a second, I thought he had him.
Did you hear, Studd? Give him to me. Give him to me. Tenaciousness. Tournaments he's having. They're so finely honed. Talk about getting vicious. Almost, I think, too vicious sometimes. Just a tiny bit, because sometimes no regard for body. But then again, maybe you can't get too vicious.
Studd now signaling that he is not quite through with Medina. Beautiful salto into a gut wrench. Beautiful salto into a gut wrench, and Medina in trouble and very quickly conceding. Medina very quickly conceding. The Big John Studd and the Super Destroyer. And all I can say about that is that the National Tag Team Champions are perhaps the most impressive pair.